know that 49% of women have difficulties with breastfeeding in the first week after having their baby? And a lot of these women end up not getting the answers they need. They can't reach a lactation consultant. They worry, am I making enough for my baby? Is the baby transferring milk good? Do I have a supply? Am I doing what it takes to have a full supply? And it can be really hard to get these answers. And the first week is so important because that's when you can establish your milk supply, which helps set the tone for your entire journey. The MyLee, I'm gonna show you how it works and how it does all the things and prevents the problems that I just explained to you there. So first I wanna show you what it is, and then I'm gonna get into more detail. So the MyLee is a little sensor here that hooks up to your phone via Bluetooth. There's a little scanner on the bottom. What you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna have this before you have your baby. That's the biggest benefit, is you put this on your registry. You get this before you have your baby, right? You bring it to the hospital with you and you start from day one after giving birth. You're gonna get this little setup here, and in one that says left and one that says right, you're just gonna express 6 drops in each, and you can do this every day. Once you put the drops in, you're going to just simply turn it on till you see the light. I'm covering the light, sorry. You pop it on, and then on your phone, you're going to press scan. Boom, scan's done in like 60 seconds. Start over, you can use this little side, you just do a little clean, boop, pop it on, side number 2, scan. Your phone is going to record the results. App is very specific to your journey. It's going to ask you frequency of feeds, duration of feeds, age of baby, type of delivery, things like, do you use a pacifier? How many diaper changes have you been doing a day? It's important to log all of this as well, because it's going to curate specific results and needs for your baby and your breastfeeding journey based on you and your baby specifically. You're just going to get a percent and a color, and you're like, what does this mean to me? So here's what it means. They're going to give you a breakdown. There's going to be a color chart and a percent. What MyLee is looking out for is maturity of your milk. So I don't know if you knew this, but your milk goes from colostrum right before you're pregnant, you have your baby, and then you ever hear someone say like your milk's coming in a few days, and you're like, did my milk come in? Like, has it turned into full milk? Is it more white? You're like, what am I looking out for? This answers that question for you. It's going to tell you on a scale from 0 to 100, are you at 50% adult milk? Are you still 50% colostrum or new milk? And now I'm going to explain to you what. Knowing and tracking daily the percent of your milk's maturity is going to help you answer a lot of key points that can cause problems with your milk supply in that first week. You're going to be tracking your sessions, your duration, and along with that, the MyLee is going to sense maturity. Did you know that some people's milk maturity or adulthood of the milk can be delayed and take longer to come in if you are not properly nursing or getting in proper sessions? And in some cases, it may not even mature to completion. And the reason this is important for you to know and be able to analyze with MyLee is because the longer it takes you to reach full maturity of your milk, the harder it's going to be to boost your supply and continue to build it up to a full supply. So what factors might cause you to not reach full maturity? What factors might cause you to consistently see you're only at 30% maturity after 3 days? That's going to signal to the MyLee to tell you something's wrong with your milk supply. You're on day 3 or whatever of after having your baby, and it hasn't reached the proper maturity level for your time postpartum. The MyLee is going to say, all right, you need to look at your latch. Do you have a good latch? Make sure you address that. It's going to sense left and right breast, so it can tell you maybe you need to nurse more on your left breast. You're not emptying your left breast enough, baby's not nursing more. It's going to give you curated tips like you need to nurse starting on your left side first, or if you're pumping, pump extra on your left side. It's going to guide you how to avoid these milk supply issues, which also will allow you to meet full milk maturity in an appropriate time so that you can boost your supply. So if you're nervous about your breastfeeding journey, you're pregnant, you've never done this before, maybe you have done it before and your last experience didn't go well, there were so many unanswered questions, and you want to be able to figure out what's going on with your breast milk, what you might be doing wrong, and what you can improve on so that you set yourself up for a future and a long-term full supply and ability to continue to boost your milk supply and supply for your baby what they need, MyLee is a great little device to have.